Welcome everyone. This is a tutorial about how to make weather and biomes affect the player in RPG Maker MV. You probably could do this in other RPG makers, I'm unsure. I did not use any plugins. It was all through eventing, and a special thanks to the r/RPG Maker forums Discord server for the help. I don't remember the person in particular who helped me, but I do want to thank them greatly. Without them, I would have not been able to make this system go well. But yeah, if you're watching, my friend, thank you so much. Um, let's get into the nitty gritty. So, what I did here, um, I went ahead and made different warnings for the player. Um, I use self switches, I use variables. Uh, I also used common events to make the variables work correctly. I also made items for the player to help them cool down or warm up. But I realized in this little clip, because I'm not doing it live, I accidentally clicked the calling horn instead of the spicy mint. I apologize. The other item that I made was spicy mint. Um, I made 2 pages depending on what I wanted the event to do. I put both of them to parallel, so it's constantly checking in the background, seeing if something's going on. Um, Being able to put it in the parallel process makes it easier for most things. I thought that it made this mechanic work a lot easier too. Always make sure when you're doing this system that you always set the common event variable to 0 so it resets the number, because as the number increases, the character theoretically is getting hotter in the biome or cooler or freezing more in the biome depending on what biome you put them in or what biome they're exploring. Don't put it inside buildings. There's no point to, because that's where buildings protect you from the elements, obviously. So what you want to do is go ahead and put it only outside in dungeons, um, outside maps, dungeons. Uh, if you can think of anything else to put it in, then go right ahead. Like for instance, like here's a good example. If you're in a space map, because space is cold, right? Unless you're next to the sun, well, it's not cold then. But anyway, to the point. Space is told to be known to be cold, right? So if you put it like if your game takes place in space and they're outside, have like a counter of how cold the temperature is until you just can get hypothermia or whatever. Um, what else I would do to make the system even better is to add more not add more warnings, but like add more variables or add exactly more to what happens, because all I have in mind is that the uh, the character goes to the inn and passes out afterwards, either trying to cool down or warm up, and basically the rest of the party takes them to the inn after the main character passes out, or whatever character's lead in the party. Like, well, you'd have to do way more because my game's only to where like the main character is the one that has the heating and cooling problem. But anyway, I think that's about it. How I am explaining it. If you want a more thorough, detailed one, uh, go ahead and ask me. Um, but yeah, I think that's a good enough explanation for now. If you want a more in-depth look into how I make my systems, I've also written a mechanic about XP level up for like farming, husbandry, which is taking care of animals, uh, mining, and wood cutting. Uh, that can be found on the RPG Maker forums on the official forums website. I don't remember what it's called. It's like RPG Maker something. But go ahead and look that up. My name on there is Pony May May. Uh, but yeah, that's about it. Um, I have nothing really else to say right now. If you want any more tutorials of how anything, I can probably figure something out. Um, if you're more interested about the game I'm making, let me know. I have an itch.io page up. I'll probably leave that in the description of the video. But yeah, that's about it for this video. Thank you so much for watching. Have a good one.